Oh my god, he's so goddamn cool!
Can we take a minute to appreciate the step up in quality in terms of CGI intros for a second? Prior games had these, but the quality of them left a lot to be desired. These, on the other hand, set a precedent for future games, as the models used to are still the basis for current games. Whether it's testament to how solid these models are, or how stagnant the series has been visually in recent outings is ultimately up to you. But this game still deserves praise for radically increasing the quality of visuals.
Shadow the Hedgehog. Why does that name haunt me? It's the only thing I can remember.
This game marked the debut of Jason Griffith as Shadow, and I love his take on the character. It's not as heartfelt as David Humphrey's take, but it's got a real edge to it without sounding try hard. Speaking of voice acting wins, we got Sean Schemmel, the voice of Goku, voicing Black Doom.
Hey Shadow, long time no see.
And Jason Griffith as Sonic. God damn, this era had a lot of great voice actors.
Now that was sweet, Shadow. Yeah, well, I'm not here to save you.
The start of this scene is basically Jason talking to himself. Neat.
Tell the commanding generals that the United Federation will never surrender to terrorists.
Yes, Mr. President.
This planet was once saved from tyranny and annihilation by you two heroes.
Sonic and Shadow posing for a pic outside the White House is not something I ever expected to see in a Sonic game, yet here we are.
Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald?
Hey, Shadow! Look at this! Eggman's collected rings from all around the world and has built this theme park. What do you say? How about the two of us take all these rings back?
I love the feeling of this area so much. It just feels like a place Eggman would build.
On the contrary.
What? What is he talking about?
What are you saying?
All will be revealed tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Shadow, you should rest. You need to be ready for tomorrow's ritual.
You scum!
You're going down! Down, down, down!
What's up, Shadow? Not you again. Nice to see you too. Looks like those black creatures are headed out to space. We're on our way to the Ark, so I guess that means we're going too.
We're on our way to the Ark, so I guess that means we're going too. Man, that line is so grammatically incorrect it makes me laugh picturing Jason reading it. Surely he did a double take in the studio when given a script.
A Chaos Emerald? You've got to be kidding me, guys. This is like taking candy from a baby, which is fine by me.
I can't get over how clumsily written this line was. It implies Shadow enjoys stealing candy from babies, and not that the Chaos Emerald was pretty damn easy to find. Admittedly, it's hilarious though. I guess this means canonically Shadow enjoys stealing candy from infants, which means that the Team Sonic racing animation where he steals the popcorn from that baby child is technically in character for him. Maybe Sega know what us fans don't.
This is like taking candy from a baby, which is fine by me.
As if the initial line wasn't hilarious enough, they used the stop glass shattering effect directly afterwards. The optics of going dark at the last possible moment are hilarious thinking about it. Shadow aligns himself with Sonic the whole game, making them think they're on the same side, only for him to take him and the gunmaker at his side out at the last possible second, undermining Sonic just for the sake of it. Pretty on brand for a guy who steals from babies.
Man, I didn't think you had it in ya. I'm Shadow the Hedgehog, and now, I am the most powerful hedgehog in the world! The power of these emeralds makes me invincible! I am the ultimate hedgehog! This is who I am!
Why does this sound like a presidential speech? In all seriousness, this ending is the only pathway that makes sense for Shadow as a character. He's committed to stopping evil due to the promise he made Maria all those years ago, continuing his arc from the previous two games and teaming up with the good guys to eliminate the Black Arms. For all the shit this game gets wrong, and trust me, it gets a lot wrong, at least it has a legitimately good ending for Shadow's character.
Aren't you done yet? At this rate, the entire day will be wasted.
Vex's new voice actor, James Carter Carther, has such an energy to his line reads which makes any instance where he's on screen pretty damn memorable. I think he might be my favourite Vector voice in the series.
An assassin?
Gotta love the logic of Espio here. What kind of assassin comes through the front door?
Well, well, if it isn't Shadow.
Your timing is impeccable. And by impeccable, I mean completely impeccable!
Damn, that's the second Phineas and Ferb joke I've included in this. I might have to make an Everything Wrong with Phineas and Ferb series soon.
You know that Eggman fella pretty well, don't ya? Well, we need your help to hack into his computer. Don't ask why, and we don't have any more time to waste.
Well, what a coincidence. I'd like to know what the good old doctor's up to as well.
Shadow hacks into a computer by karate chopping it? Damn, the ultimate life form don't fuck around.
You know what they say, the more the merrier. You know what they say, the more the merrier. Find the computer room!
For what reason do I exist? The answers are just up ahead.
Shake it, Vector.
Finally, I've got all the Chaos Emeralds.
Shadow. This isn't over yet. The Black Arms will rise again.
I am Shadow the Hedgehog, a research experiment gone deadly wrong. I've caused so much destruction. I should never have been created. This is who I am.
Hey, don't go there! Yet. Things may not be what they seem. You could...
Oh, that goofy Vector line read really shouldn't be as funny as it is to me, but it completely kills the seriousness of Shadow's depression. With that being said though, I really do have respect for the devs at Sonic Team for trying to tackle such a difficult topic, even if not the best executed. The sad reality of things is many people believe they have no place in the world, and go as far as taking their own lives. So please, do check up on a friend every now and then. Many people harboring these thoughts often don't show any signs of going down that path. And if for whatever reason you're one of those people going through a torrid time mentally and happen to stumble upon this vid, please don't resort to that. Because despite what you may think, there are people who will cherish you, and you do have a future in this world. Things will get better for you, trust me. I'll give you all a moment to process this before moving on. We all good? Okay, back to the video.
Space colony. Ark. This place. So familiar. But why? This is where I... Maria? Died?
Oh yeah, bring it on!
Way to kill the mood, Sonic. Shadow was in the middle of an existential crisis and you took him out of it for no reason.
Looks like the party's getting started. Time to rock and roll!
I wonder if there are any Chaos Emeralds around here.
The location Shadows are during this cutscene and level preceding it is a callback to Prison Island Sonic Adventure, which was blown up by Eggman. You even see it throughout the level with radioactive waste around and gun mechs patrolling the area instead of humans. Stuff like this makes the Sonic universe feel so much more cohesive.
Those idiots! They're destroying everything! How can I take over the city and build the Eggman Empire if there is no city?
Scenes like this are why I love Dr. Eggman as a villain so much. He isn't satisfied with letting Gun deal with the Black Arms and wants to drive him out the city himself, so he can conquer it later of course.
Huh? What the? How can this be? Who are you?
Discount Buzz Lightyear meme.
Nice to see you, Shadow Android. And you too, Omega. It certainly looks as if you've, well, done quite a bit of damage down there. But did you really think that you could challenge me?
Dr. Eggman, I will destroy you and reign supreme.
Yes, Doctor. You will regret ever having created me. You're going straight to hell.
I made you, and this is how you repay me?
I am Shadow Android, the ultimate battle life form created by Eggman. You may have created me, Doctor, but I will now lead this empire and androids will rule. This is who I am.
Eggman, target acquired. Locked and loaded, fire.
What?
Goodbye, Doctor.
Shadow kills Eggman? Taking that Black-Hearted hero lyric a bit too seriously there, buddy.
You did very well, Shadow Android. You have surpassed expectations, equal to that of the real Shadow. Excellent. Now give me those emeralds.
Never.
What?
What every player thought when getting to this point of the game.
This makes 5 Chaos Emeralds.
The OST for Shadow's final stage in the Dark Pathway, Gun Fortress, is so somber, and yet it's the perfect representation of the pathway. The inner conflicts he's been struggling with throughout the game has come to a close, as he's lost everything dear to him. What was once a beacon of hope for humanity is now a broken and angry shell seeking vengeance. And as a perfect contrast to this, the final level of the hero pathway is really upbeat, as Shadow remembers who he is and vows to protect humanity due to the promise he made Maria all those years ago. It's honestly brilliant composition that I feel a lot of people overlook when looking at games and the stories they try to tell. Shadow really is quite the prick in both endings of the Dark Pathway. Either he turns us back on Black Doom with Universal Conquest, or destroys humanity's last stand in Sonic and Diablo. It truly shows how irredeemably evil he's become.
Espio, are you in yet?
Quiet, Charmy! Espio, we need you to focus, because if we don't hurry, all the data we recovered will be lost!
Easier said than done. Who signed me up for this anyway?
That's it. I'll do it. Get out of the way.
Get back here, you idiot!
The Chaotics are such colourful characters, man. It's impossible to not smile whenever they're on screen.
Have it your way, Shadow. So be it. Be prepared to meet your maker. Your past, present, and future ends here, today. Prepare to die. Say goodbye, Shadow, as you witness my true wrath.
I really love this transformation sequence and the musical choice they made here. Throughout the game, all of Shadow's themes have represented something. I Am All of Me is about Shadow being whoever he wants to be. All Hail Shadow is about Shadow resolving to be the best version of himself in spite of the past. The Chosen One is about Shadow feeling regret for his past. Waking Up is about Shadow breaking free of the shackles of his past and finding his true purpose. And Almost Dead is a ridiculously over-the-top song about Shadow being on an irredeemable path. During this one sequence, however, the transformation starts with I Am All of Me, but then transitions to Live and Love SA2, which tells a story in of itself. Shadow is actively making a choice throughout the entire sequence to honour the promise he made Maria while letting go of his past. In other words, he's decided to live and learn.
Shadow, you're supposed to be the ultimate life form, right? You've gotta keep going.
In SA2, Shadow called Sonic the ultimate life form. It's nice to see the roles reversed with Sonic calling Shadow that in this game, which emphasizes the respect they have for one another.
Shadow, can you hear me? This might be the last chance I have to speak to you, so what I said about having created you, it was all a lie. Everyone thought you died during that horrible incident, but I rescued you with one of my robots. You lost your memory, that's all. You really are the ultimate life form my grandfather created.
Even though Shadow could care less about his past at that point, it's still nice for Dr. Eggman to put the matter to bed entirely. Never Turn Back is another example of what I was on about earlier, a song representing Shadow as a character. It starts off with a piano edition of I Am All of Me, signifying Shadow's prior struggle, but then becomes its own song about Shadow looking forward. Again, I feel like a lot of people take game soundtracks for granted, but this stuff all has to be carefully thought out, so I appreciate that the devs went this far for this clusterfuck of a story.
I am the most powerful hedgehog in the world!